Look into a mirror, not the glass one, but the mirror of your life. The truth is brutal. Nothing around you will change until you do. Every failure, every delay, every shadow you keep running from, it's all waiting for you in that reflection. You think the world is holding you back. No. Mirror never lies. The question is, how long will you keep avoiding the one enemy you cannot escape? Yourself. The unseen enemy is you. We often point fingers at the world, family, friends, society, or circumstances, believing they are the reason for our struggles. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The most dangerous enemy isn't outside, it's inside. The reflection you see every day carries the weight of your choices, your habits, and your fears. The human mind plays a subtle game, convincing you that external factors control your destiny while quietly sabotaging you from within. It whispers excuses, delays action, and hides behind stories of bad luck or unfairness. Yet, when the mirror principle is revealed, everything becomes clear. That enemy blocking your success is not a boss, not a critic, not even fate. It's you. Every time you hesitate, every time you choose comfort over growth, you reinforce the chains that hold you back. The mirror does not reflect who you want to be. It reflects who you truly are in this moment. And until you confront the enemy in the glass, your life will remain a repeated pattern of the same mistakes. The mirror principle isn't about changing the world, it's about realizing that the key has always been in your own hands. The mirror never lies. A mirror is brutally honest. It reflects reality without filters, excuses, or justifications. The mirror principle teaches that your life itself is one giant mirror showing you the results of your decisions, habits, and mindset. If your relationships feel empty, if your career feels stagnant, if your dreams feel unreachable, the mirror is simply reflecting back the choices you've been making. Most people avoid looking too deeply because they fear what they will see. They distract themselves with busyness, blame others for outcomes, or pretend that time alone will fix everything. But the truth is, the mirror doesn't care about stories. It shows only facts. If you've been careless, it shows neglect. If you've been disciplined, it shows progress. The unsettling part is that the mirror cannot be fooled. You may convince others with excuses, but your reflection always reveals who you really are. The mirror principle warns us that life will never transform until the reflection changes, and the reflection won't change until you do. The mirror is not your enemy, it is your most loyal teacher. The real question is whether you have the courage to face what it shows. The silent negotiation every morning begins with an invisible negotiation between you and yourself. Should you get up early or hit snooze? Should you chase that goal or delay it for another day? These little negotiations may seem harmless, but over time, they shape everything you see in the mirror. Dark psychology shows us that the mind is an expert manipulator. It convinces you that skipping one day won't matter, that comfort today won't cost you tomorrow. But here's the trap. The mirror always collects the debt. Every broken promise to yourself reappears in your reflection. You may think you're escaping accountability, but the mirror keeps perfect records. That's why so many people look at their lives years later and feel disappointment. It's the accumulated cost of small negotiations lost. The mirror principle forces us to realize that discipline is not about the present moment. It's about the reflection you'll face tomorrow. Each decision you make silently adjusts what you will see staring back at you. And once you understand that every negotiation has a price, you stop letting the weaker version of yourself win. The mirror never forgets, and neither should you. Shadows of resistance. Change is never blocked by the outside world, it's blocked by the shadows within. These shadows take many forms: fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of being exposed for who you really are. They whisper louder than critics and paralyze you more than obstacles ever could. The mirror principle reveals that these shadows are not strangers. They're parts of you that you've been avoiding. Each time you choose not to face them, they grow stronger, tightening their grip on your life. That's why so many people repeat the same patterns year after year, stuck in invisible chains. The mirror reflects not just your actions, but also your resistance. You see hesitation in your posture, doubt in your eyes, and avoidance in your choices. But here lies the secret. Every time you confront these shadows, they shrink. Every small act of courage weakens their control, and the reflection begins to change. The mirror principle teaches that the only way to transform your life is to battle the resistance within. Until you face your own shadows, the reflection will remain the same. The truth is haunting, but it's also liberating. The final confrontation, there comes a point when running from yourself is no longer possible. The excuses run dry, the distractions lose their power, and you're forced to face the one truth you've been avoiding. The reflection in the mirror has always been waiting. This is the ultimate test of the mirror principle. Change doesn't come from external advice, endless motivation, or waiting for the right time. It comes from a raw, uncomfortable confrontation with yourself. You begin to see the cracks in your excuses, the lies you've told yourself, and the wasted time that can't be reclaimed. It's a brutal realization, but also the beginning of freedom. Because the moment you stop running, the mirror stops being your enemy and becomes your ally. It shows you the reality of who you are today, but also the possibility of who you could become. The mirror principle's final lesson is this: nothing outside you needs to shift, only the reflection must, and the reflection won't change until you do. The confrontation is unavoidable, but it's also the very doorway to transformation. The question is, will you dare to walk through it,